The purpose of this experiment is to standardize the concentration of potassium permanganate and then determine the percentage of H2O2 in a drugstore bottle of hydrogen peroxide. To complete this procedure, 2 redox titrations are needed. A titration is when you analyze a known solution, known as a titrant, with an unknown solution, called the analyte. A few things to remember is that you must keep the solution in the beaker stirring constantly, the burette must be washed with alkanox and then rinse with the solution that you will put in the burette to reduce the chance of contamination, and you must release the solution by dropping it slowly because the equivalence points will reach quickly and you must be able to close the valve in time so that you can get accurate results. After completing the procedure, neutralize the sulfuric acid and clean the countertop so that there is no chance of anyone getting burned. Proper safety wear is depicted here. Goggles and an apron must be worn at all times.
Currently, we're titrating a solution of potassium permanganate and iron 2+, which is in the Erlenmeyer flask, with a known concentration of 6 molar sulfuric acid, which is in the burette. Now, when you're doing titration, it's very important to have the solution in the beaker being currently mixed and to release the solution in the burette slowly so that when you reach equivalence point, you are accurate.
As you can see, the solution is reaching its equivalence point by turning pale peach. This is what the solution in the beaker should look like once the titration is complete. This is how the second titration will be set up. The potassium permanganate will be in the burette and the H2O2 and sulfuric acid will be in the Erlenmeyer flask.
Currently, we are titrating a solution of hydrogen peroxide 3% and sulfuric acid with potassium permanganate. We are titrating until a pale pink color is persistent in the beaker.
Continue to let the potassium permanganate drip through the burette into the solution as needed. It may take a while for the potassium permanganate to have a significant effect on the solution.
I'm just saying. Alright, that's fine then.
As you can see, the pink color initially is seen but then fades away, indicating that the equivalence point has not been reached yet. After the pale pink color is reached, make sure that you wait 30 seconds while it's stirring to ensure that the color does not fade.
What? What did you say?
Since the pale pink color is staying, we can conclude that the titration has reached its equivalence point.